Okay. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we are live. All right, let me get the doors open over on Instagram, live on Instagram. Let's give it a check over here on Facebook. Hey, everybody. Today is, what day is it? What day are we on for this live challenge that I'm doing right now? I believe today is October 2nd. We are on day 5. So, day 5 of going live every day to talk about the upcoming fall 2025 cohort of the TenTen Talent Internship Program, also known as T3IP. I am the founder of this amazing program that provides access, exposure, and mentorship to those who want to work in the entertainment industry or in the creative fields. There are many opportunities that are not just in front of the camera, but other career fields that are behind the camera, other creative fields that are like marketing, all kinds of things. And so that is what this program is about. How are you all doing tonight? How are you all doing on this Thursday night? Hey, Soraya, welcome. So good to see you in the building. Let me check and see what's going on over here on Instagram. All right. So we got, over here on Facebook. So we have Facebook going. Let me make sure I can see these comments. No, I don't want full screen. I want to see the comment. All right. There we go. There we go. So I am here live today to show up for those who may have questions about the program. Today, we are going to go over the application process. We have been getting some absolutely amazing entries for the program, submissions for the program. We're watching your videos, we're loving them. We're looking at the work pieces you've shared, we're impressed. But then there are people who need a little bit more help. And so that is what I'm here for today. I'll be live for about 30 minutes. And so hopefully, if you are in the process of doing the application and you have any questions, feel free. Right now is the time. And if I need to stay on later because somebody has a question, then by all means, we will answer that question. All right. So for those who are new here, let me just play a little video just to give you an idea of what we are here talking about. Because here's the deal. I talk about this project or this program, I feel like day and night, right? I feel like I'm always talking to people about it. And yet, there are still people who have no idea about what we're up to here at 1010 Talent and Creative Services, right? Even though there are some of my core community members on Facebook and Instagram, you've heard, but this is a big, big world and a big, big platform. There are still many, many more people who have not heard about T3IP. And so, first of all, let me play this little video to give you a little bit more information. I get your attention? Good. If you're paid remote internship for all ages. Did I get your attention? Good. If you're looking for a place where you can get paid to learn and build your skills while working on real world projects, then the 1010 Talent Internship Program, or T3IP, is right for you. In just 8 weeks, you'll get hands-on experience, mentorship, as well as portfolio building pieces, all while contributing to campaigns and creative projects that make an impact. And here's the best part. You get to choose from 7 unique learning tracks designed to match your passion and your career goal. Swipe through to see which track is right for you. And remember, submissions close on October 11th, so email info@1010talentacs.com today with your resume to get started. All right. So we have made it really simple for you to apply to the program. So you can still email us at info@1010talentacs.com, Or you can simply go to my Instagram page. And so let me share with you where you can find more information about the program on my Instagram page. Hey, Unique, how are you? It's so good to see you here. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you all through where you can get the information package if you are interested in applying. So first, you are going to go to my Instagram page at Shamika Chronicles. All right. And go here to Linktree right here. And when you get to my link tree, you are going to see this right here. Apply now for paid remote internship for all ages. All right. You're going to click on that. And that is going to open up for you a PDF. This PDF has everything you need to succeed in your application process. If you get this PDF, you shouldn't have any questions unless something happens and you're like, this isn't working or whatever. But we worked really hard to make this PDF have everything that you need so you can remove any boundaries to prevent you from getting this application done. So this PDF has this first page, right here. It's telling you about the different categories and who can apply. So let's start there. Who can apply? This program is for those who are 18 years of age and older, all the way up to retirees, right? It's for all adults, right? And that's what I mean by all ages. I guess I should have said that for adults, actually, right? If you have a desire to learn, if you have a desire to learn things like Canva and CapCut, maybe you want to learn things about making short films and how to write scripts and commercials and things like that. If you have an interest in learning these things, this could be a program that's right for you. So, what is special about T3IP is that we have curated a very signature curriculum that consists of 7 unique learning tracks that you can focus on. And these are the categories, right? The categories are short film and digital media, teaching and educational arts, business communication and public relations, the art of storytelling, fiction and nonfiction, brand R&D, marketing strategy and implementation, UX design and generative AI, and then art direction and production design. 7 amazing categories that are a lot of fun. We have a lot of great projects ready for you all to work on, some really great assignments that are designed to give you hands-on experience in these areas, right? It's designed to give you portfolio building pieces by the time you end this program. The program is starting October 13th and it ends December 19th. And right now, today, if you are interested in this program, you have 9 days left to apply. And wait a minute, did it not, you know what? It did not share my link tree. I just realized that. Hold on, let me go back. When you go to, here we go. When you go to Instagram, you click Linktree. Here we go. You're going to hit apply right here. And then it is going to open up this PDF right here. Thank you for whoever was telling me like your screen didn't change. So there we go. Great. So Soraya says she has my Instagram. Of course you have my Instagram because you're always on my Instagram and I like for you to visit me on Instagram. Hey, Breeze, just on here talking about the internship program. Have you heard about it? And so what this program does really well is we pair your vision, your career goals with one of these 7 learning tracks in order to help you grow in that area. And the way that we grow here at TenTen is we put the skills that we learn to work. We learn, we are eternal learners, we have curiosity, and we explore. And by doing that, that's how we grow. And so that is the core of the program. It's all about learning together, creating a creative space. Hi, Ishan. It's so good to see you here. Thank you for submitting your package. Really loved looking at your work. We sent you an email. Check it out. But yes, very impressed by the stuff that you created. When you all meet these interns, that these candidates that are applying for the program, we are facilitating a community of artists that are so talented. We are picking the cream of the crop to be in this program, so that no, if you get into this program, you are going to be in the program with someone who is super talented and has something to share, and that we all can grow and learn together, right? And so just know that the artists and the creatives that are being invited into this space, cream of the crop. So if you haven't already, fill turn in your application. Get that application in, because we are doing interviews on a rolling basis. Once your submission is complete, we schedule you for your interview. We've only got 8 slots, right? As we make these offers, the number of slots go down. Okay. So the sooner you get your applications in, the sooner you get your interviews done, the more likely, the better chance you have of getting one of the spots. Because once the spots are filled, that's it. That will be it. Okay. Yes, I can't wait to talk to you too, Ishan. Make sure you just, I think, well, I think Chi sent you an email to let you know what to do, but just a couple little things for you to do. And then we will reach out and get your interview scheduled. I cannot wait to talk and meet with you. But for those who are still having some issues, actually, Ishan, you were having an issue accessing the test. Let me show you right now how to access the test. All right. Because tonight live is for those who have been having issues with the application. And I just remembered, Ishan, that you did have an issue. So let's go back to this PDF that has everything you need. So for Ishan, he already clicked in the information packet. He knows what he needs to send in. Hey, Ashley Nicole, welcome. And Ishan, one of the categories that you was interested in, short film and digital media. So I'm going to go ahead and click. It's going to take us to short film and digital media. Oh, you did. You got it to work? Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go over this some more later for other people. So, Isha, I'm so glad that you were able to get it to work, because I was like, I don't know what happened. But yeah, you're gonna click on this link, and then it will open up the test for you. So awesome! I know I'm pretty sure you nailed it. So yes, I'm glad that everything is taken care of. I look forward to seeing that last bit of your submission. All right. But for those who still have other questions, let's continue to go over this for those who are in the beginning stages or having challenges with their submission packet. Sorry, my phone is ringing. Let me see really quick who it is. Okay. Nope. Okay, very good. I think I'm fine. Let me turn this ringer off so I can focus on what's happening right here. All right, because there's some really important things I want to point out for some other applications that we've been getting. And I really want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to apply. So I don't want there to be any barriers to your application. All right. So let's get back to this amazing PDF, this amazing piece of branded content. Okay. That is all about T3IP. So let's go down to this PDF. Now we're going to start. So if you've already read through this, you've already done your submission, feel free to stay tuned, just to hang out. But this is really for those who are having issues understanding some of the steps of what needs to happen for your submission. Okay, that's what tonight is dedicated to. Yesterday, I think I was on for like almost like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and so I was like, Shamika, you've got to streamline what you are talking about. All right. So, okay, what does Ishan say? You just can't open it as a PDF if you want the links to work. You just can't open it as a PDF if you want the links to work. So this is a PDF and the links work in the PDF. So I'm curious to know what part, because all PDFs, the links work in PDF. So I'm curious. Yeah, because if I PDF'd this document right here, if I PDF this document, all of these links still work, but maybe there's something I'm not aware of. But as far as I know, when I create a PDF, like the first one that got you here, it worked. So when I talk to you, when we do your interview, I would love for you to show me that. Because hey, I could definitely learn something that I don't know. Maybe there was something that I missed. So thank you so much for that, Ishan. I'm looking forward to finding out more about that. I'm usually the problem solver in the groups and people have tech issues. So I'm always the one that loves to go get the solutions. So when I run into stuff like that, I just sink my teeth into it and get to the bottom of it. So I can't wait to find out exactly what your issue was. But you overcame it. So that's all that matters. Because you're brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and so talented. So in this first page here, right? It's asking you to read the attached information package, right? There is a link right here that you need to click. Once you open this information package, that's where you're going to find out about all of the categories. And I'm realizing that there was a candidate that applied, and maybe they didn't realize that this was a link that you are supposed to click. Ishan, did you realize that this was a link that you were supposed to click? I wonder if people don't know that this link right here is clickable, right? So you read what's in this information packet, and this is the information packet right here, right? I don't want to call out the person who was having the issues and had the incomplete submission packet. But if you are here and if you are listening, I think this might be the step that you were missing. You did not realize that there was a link in that first PDF, because when you open that link, and you know what, I'm going to email you. I think that's what it is. You didn't realize that all of the program details and all of the categories were contained in that link. And you know what's so great about this is that it allows me the opportunity to see those gaps in, you know, what I think everyone understands versus what I understand, right? And so I think that might be the issue that someone was having in terms of not knowing what makes a complete submission package. So you want to open up that link for the information package to know about all the different categories. But let's go over what else is on these first 3 pages. Hi, Sans Toya. Welcome to day 5 of going live, talking about the fall 2025 TenTen Talent Internship cohort. That was pretty amazing. I was in the cipher. All right. So first of all, when you go through this packet, any time zone that you see is going to be in Eastern time, right? So anytime that you're responding with your time availability, you are going to want to make sure you write down the time zone. This internship program is remote. So that means there's a chance that a lot of us will be in different time zones. So any time zone that you see in this package coming from me, it's an Eastern time zone. When you send back your times, we need you to let us know, are you replying with the time zones where you live, or are you making it Eastern time zone? So always make sure you put down the time zone when you answer the questions. All right. The submission window, September 26th through October 11th. Like I said, you got 9 more days to turn this in. We already talked about there are rolling interviews, meaning that we are, as soon as we get complete submission packets, we're going to call you in for an interview. And if we love you, we're going to go ahead and offer you a spot in the program. All right. And so these are the items that you are to submit. All right. The first thing you're going to submit is your resume. All right. You're going to attach it via an email. When you email right here, info@TenTen Talent ACS, you are going to send your PDF of your resume. Okay, let me tell you guys, one of my pet peeves, things that drive me absolutely crazy What I tell my interns, do not do this. Do not be this person. Do not send your resume as a doc. Nobody wants your resume in the document format. We want resumes in PDFs, okay? Only send your resume in a PDF. All right. Okay, number 2, you are going to list up to 3 categories of interest, and you're going to answer that in the email. Now, one candidate responded with categories that were not one of the 7 categories, right? These are the 7 categories of study. They responded with things that were just very different. And I think it's because they did not click on this packet, and maybe they did not understand that these were the categories. So if that is you, there are only 7 categories to pick from, and those are the categories. So if you're answering the question for 3 categories that you're interested in, starting with order of preference, if it's not one of the 7 learning tracks here, we don't know what category you're talking about. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, number 3, we want you to propose a work schedule. The internship program, and it says it right here in program details, okay, on the first page. There is a 20-hour per week minimum requirement. That means you have to show up in your remote office, ready to work and working for at least 20 hours a week. Right? That means you are in your remote virtual office in our Zoom room, our Zoom office, and you're working, right? You're not doing things on your own time. The things that you would do on your own time would be like the curriculum that we might give you. We might give you some supplemental learning material where we need you to learn something that is extra, and you can do that on your own time. But 20 of those hours, you need to be in your virtual office, which is Zoom, working or ready to work or ready to pick up something from the production queue to work on. Interns in T3IP are always working on something. There is never a moment when you're just sitting around like, what am I doing? I'm waiting to do something. No, we have a production queue full of projects for you to work on. Not to mention, you will have specific projects for your category to work on. But in the event you find yourself waiting for something to do, we've got a whole queue of projects for you to work on. All right. So you should have no problem getting your 20 hours. But what we want you to do is to give us your proposed schedule. Now, that proposed schedule has to be between the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Okay. Sunday, I'm going to rest. Okay. But Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., I'm dedicating to T3IP. So in that time, you want to say, okay, how can I carve out 20 hours of my schedule? And so we gave you an example. This is an example. You could say on Monday, I'm going to work 10 to 2. That's going to be 4 hours. On Wednesday, I'm going to work 12 to 6. That's going to be 6 hours. So now you're at 10 hours. You need 10 more hours. So then at Friday, I'm going to work from 10 to 8, which is a 10-hour total, but I'm going to take breaks. And so that is going to be your schedule over the course of the 8 weeks. Okay? That will be your schedule over the course of the 8 weeks. And that will be your way of getting your 20 hours. Now, something that we did not talk about, and I want to make sure we talk about it because this is what makes this cycle so special. The first 3 cycles of T3IP were all service-based, okay? Meaning the interns did not make any money at all, okay? They did it because they loved the opportunity to be mentored by me. They loved the opportunity to be taught and to work with me. They did it all just service-based. But this cycle, we are providing a stipend for each intern. And that stipend for the 8 weeks is $2,500. Okay. So you're going to get paid to learn over the course of 8 weeks. Okay. I don't know about you, But if I have the opportunity to learn and to work with a seasoned entertainment professional, I don't know who, but maybe me, right? Who's been in this industry for over 26 years, thriving, working on television, film, and stage. I'm working on groundbreaking shows. So if I had that opportunity to learn from them and then to also get paid, that I'm not asking you to pay me to be in my program, but I'm saying, come be in the program and I'm going to pay you and teach you and show you my unique way of doing things, then I'd be like, sign me up. This program is all about creating a space for creatives to come cultivate their talent and to have a stipend just to so that they can focus and really hone in on what they're learning. Okay. So I just wanted to point that out. And so that's going to be your 20 hours per week minimum. All right. The next thing we want from you, we want to know which of these Saturday all cat meetings would appeal to you. Right now, the all cat, what is that? This, thank you so much, Chikava. I appreciate you. What is the Saturday morning all cat? Saturday all cat stands for all categories and teams, right? The Saturday all category and teams meeting. All categories meaning every category that is in the program, we're all meeting on Saturday together. And teams means all of the management here at TenTen Talent. We all come together on Saturday morning for 2 hours to have conversations, to talk about what we're working on, to share ideas, to get to know each other. And even on some Saturday mornings, we are going to have special guests who are going to come in and pour into you. I expect we will have guests to come in and do some vision board sessions with you. We'll have guests to come in to talk to you about money management. We want to make sure that the interns in T3IP are well-rounded and supported. All right. So we need to know, what is your preferred meeting time? Do you prefer to meet Saturday 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., or Saturday 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.? You're going to let us know what is your preferred meeting time, right? Now, I will say, depending on the number of candidates we get, it may come down to seeing who is available for a particular Saturday morning all cat, right? It may be that we say, you know what? We're only going to do the 10 to 12. So we can only pick those who chose that one. I'm not saying that's what we're going to pick. It may come down to that. I don't know. But we want to know, which is your preferred meeting time for the Saturday morning all cat. All right. Part five of this program is number 5, which is part A, a skills test. This is where, when you get to the category that you want to learn, when you get to your learning track, there is a test for you to take, okay? That is according to your category. You are going to take that test. You're going to follow all the instructions to send in your test, right? Once you send in that test with your submission packet, we'll look it over to see, okay, should we call them in for an interview? When we call you in for an interview, be ready to set aside 1 hour for your interview, okay? The first 30 minutes of your interview is going to be us talking, getting to know each other. The second half hour of your interview is going to be you doing part B of your skills test, right? And that's going to be live during your interview, right? Because I want to see you do what you did for part A, right? So it's going to be a pop quiz. I'm going to give you something else to work on, and I'm going to observe you working on it to make sure you have the skills that we need. I have made a promise to our sponsors that are sponsoring interns, and I have made a promise to the interns to bring in the cream of the crop. Everybody that comes into this program is going to be able to deliver. There will be no weakest links, okay? Everybody will have skills, all right? Or the ability to learn more. And so these tests give me the ability to assess your skills, okay? Next, number 6, right? And this packet is also a test, okay? This packet is also a test to see if you read directions and follow instructions. Reading is fundamental, right? Can you follow instructions? Right. And so when people submit their applications and we realize that they did not read the instructions, T3IP is not the program for you, because we need you to read instructions and to be able to follow details. Okay. So number 6 is a video pre-screen. You are going to record your video pre-screen. You're going to follow the recording requirements in the packet. Okay. And then you're going to name your file, last name, first name, pre-screen. And then you are going to upload that video to Dropbox. You are not going to email me any videos. The only thing that you can email me is your resume or links. Okay. I don't want my inbox cluttered with all of your wonderful work. So we've created a Dropbox link to make sure that that goes smoothly. Okay. We'll talk more about what is required for your pre-screen video. All right. Number 7, you are going to send back a signed video and media release form. All right. You will find that video, media, and release form inside of the information package. And I'll show you where to find that. All right. Number 8, each category requests samples of your work. So you're going to read based on your category, what samples of my work do I need to provide? And then you will upload those work samples. If it's a video or if it's a photo or whatever, you're going to upload it to Dropbox, right? Or you're going to send me a link in the email. Okay. And so here, this is a link right here. You click on that link and right here, it's going to open it up. I sent you this request. You can add your files right here. All right. Add your files right there. Okay. And then that's it. And then these are just some quick reminders for when you do your video. Make sure your lens is clear. All right. I can't take it when my friends are taking pictures with their phones and, they've got face oil on the camera. And so it looks all cloudy. Make sure your lens is clear. Make sure the lighting is clear. Make sure your audio is crisp, right? These are the very bare minimum of excellence for working for a creative agency, okay? And that's what TenTen Talent and Creative Services is. We are a creative agency that also functions sometimes as a production company, all right? And you're going to want to make sure for your video that it is recorded horizontally at eye level, waist up, okay? And I gave you a handout inside of here to let you know, I don't want any super close-up videos. Like, this should not be your video submission. This is too close. If you're submitting a video, this frame that I have right here, too close, all right? But we've given you some examples of what it should look like, right? And so be sure you email all those 8 items above. And then down here, we also have some links. You can click here to get to my IMDb. If you're interested in finding more about me and to see the projects that I've had the pleasure of working on, and you want to check out my credits. Also, you can click here for a link to the Instagram page, a link to my YouTube. And then here is a link to the Instagram for TenTen Talent and Creative Services. So we have my personal Instagram, and then we have my professional, my Instagram for my company. All right. So let's take a moment now and let's go inside of the packet. And we're just going to walk through what's inside of the information package. And I owe somebody an email. I'm going to send an email just to clear this up for them. I can understand their confusion. Right. Now that you are inside of this package, it's going to give you more information about the program in here, right? More program details is really the same what was on the PDF, but now you're inside of what? A Google Doc. This is a Google Doc that you are now inside that you can navigate to find more info about the program. And so here are the 7 program categories, and you're going to click on the category that you are interested in. Click the hyperlink. It's going to take you down to your category, and you're going to find out more about it. It's going to talk to you. Oh my goodness. Let's go back. I just realized my screen wasn't sharing. So once you click on...
That sounds like you're setting up a presentation or document walkthrough. How can I help you proceed with the information I need to access? Or what question do you have about the program categories?
No, why are you spying on me, my computer? I didn't ask for help. I don't know what I pushed to make it think that I needed help with something. All right, and I don't know how to turn that off. So turn it off, wherever that is, you guys. Is it this thing? All right. Go away, Siri, go away. All right. So you are going to scroll down in this document, and then you're going to click on the category, right? And when you click on it, it is going to open up another tab. It's going to take you down to the information about that category, and it's going to give you more information. This is going to tell you what you're going to be working on right here. This is going to tell you different pathways that may be of interest to someone that is interested in this category. And then over here on the left is where you can see what the testing requirements are. And there's a link to open up the test for that category. So right now we are looking at the brand R&D, marketing strategy and implementation category. So we click on that and it takes us to this tab here. So for that category, they are going to be doing test number 1, which is Dear Edward Music Edition. This gives you information about the product right here, which is the post that we share. And then this gives you the information that you'll need in order to do the assignment, right? Here's a link to the sample of this product. This is a link to an instructional video where I give you guys steps on how to do the test, right? This is a link for the Dropbox assets you'll need for this test. And then this is a link for the Canva template to make this product. Is there anyone in the chat tonight that is interested in a category that is requiring test 1? If there's anyone here tonight that it has questions about test 1, let me know and we'll go over the particulars about test 1. If not, we are going to move right along. All right. And so back here at brand R&D, what you're also going to see is the test requirements and work samples, right? These are things that you need to send in. So for this category, for example, choose one of the following short work samples, no more than 500 words or 1 to 2 slides that demonstrate your ability to think strategically about marketing, right? This is the brand R&D marketing strategy category. So we want to see how your mind works. And so these are the 2 items you can submit. You can submit a mini campaign concept, select a brand or a product or a service you admire, and draft a short outline for a social media campaign. Include 1 to 2 creative ideas, a target audience, and a key call to action. I mean, how fun is this? How fun is this assignment? I would love to do this assignment. I mean, that's why I created the program. The other work sample you could provide is a brand research snapshot. Choose a brand and provide a brief analysis of who their target audience is and one opportunity you see for them to expand or improve their marketing strategy. What fun, right? What fun. And so every category has their particular testing requirements and their work sample requirements. And for the work sample requirements that require a video or that require a PDF, you can upload that to the Dropbox file folder. All right. And let me see if there was anything else I wanted to cover before I take off today. And feel free, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Let's see. I think we went over everything. Oh, actually, let's go over one more thing. Let's go to the video submission. All right. So here's an example of the video framing. Waist up, camera eye level. All right. Welcome, Serena Solutions. We are going over the submission package for the fall 2025 cohort of the TenTen Talent Internship Program, which is a paid remote internship for all ages 18 and plus, which means, yes, all the way up to retirees, right? Or mid to senior executives. All right. So this is the frame for the video submission. And in your video submission, you are going to answer all 4 of these questions, and then you're going to pick 1 or 2 of these questions below. I'll let you guys get the packet and read through what the questions are. All right. And then right here, this right here is where you are going to select the media release form. You're going to click on that link. Oh, is that the thing you were talking about? Let me see. Is this link not working? Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I couldn't scroll down for some reason. My computer was frozen. There we go. You're going to click on that link and it is going to open up this media release form. You're going to sign. You're going to write your name here. You're going to come down here and do an electronic signature. And here you're going to give your date and the email address. Adi, oh, wow. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm talking about my internship program. We're going over the application process, but I need to reach out to you because I need help putting my time in. So I'll reach out to you probably tomorrow because I think I need to put that in tomorrow. But I'm so glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much. But yes, this is one of my passions, which is this internship program. And we are providing this opportunity to 8 candidates. 8 interns will have the opportunity to be in the program and work with me and the TenTen Talent and Creative Services team for 8 weeks. And we are paying them a stipend of $2,500 for 8 weeks because we believe that it is important for artists and creatives to have paid learning opportunities. And so that's what we're doing. And so I was just about to wrap up, but before I go, in case there is anyone here who maybe the program is not for you, right? But you want to make sure that this program is available for someone else. Right? That could be like, I can't do it, but I would love to sponsor someone else to go through this program. I would love to create this opportunity for someone else. So let me just put up here on the screen let's see, let me remove something here. Let me remove that so I can share this with you. In case there's someone who says, you know what, I want to make sure that this program is available for those who need it. Because the reality is we can only offer as many spots as they are funded, right? These spots have to be fully funded with $4,000 for each spot. Here on the screen, I have a QR code that you can scan. It will take you to Fractured Atlas, who we have partnered with as our fiscal sponsor. What does that mean? That means your contributions to T3IP are tax deductible. Your donation is tax deductible. So you have the opportunity to give and to make sure this opportunity is available for those who need it. I was listening to one of the videos submitted by one of the intern candidates, and they said exactly why I created this program. So, and they are a recent college graduate. So many times you get out of college, but in order to get that entry level job, to get that first job, they want you to have this niche experience. But how do you get that niche experience to get these entry level jobs? You need programs like T3IP that's going to give them hands-on experience so that when they leave this program, they have tangible results of projects that they worked on. Okay. They're going to leave here with portfolio building pieces to show what they can do. And not only that, they're leaving with a community. They are now a part of the T3IP community. They're leaving with more mentors to guide them and open up more doors for them, right? I'm pulling in all of my connections to make sure that those who are a part of T3IP have all that they need to succeed in whatever their career endeavor is. So, there is no donation too big or too small. Like I said, we have 8 spots that we want to fill. But in order to fill those spots, we need to get those spots funded at $4,000 a piece, right? Over 50% of that $4,000 goes directly to the intern, right? We're saying we support you. We want you to get these skills so that you can go out there and really have the fuel you need to make that college degree really work. What good is a college degree if no one's going to give you a job, right? If you don't have the soft skills or the skills you need to have an immediate impact on the jobs that you get. If you don't know how to navigate having a job, right? That's what we're teaching here in T3IP, right? Or you may be someone who wants to change career fields and you want to start working in a creative field. Maybe you were a nurse and you did that because you felt like I had to find a real job. I wasn't allowed to go out and do creative things. But now that I am ready, right? Now I think I want to do something creative. Then this program is for you. As long as you are willing to learn and you have some skills that you are bringing to the table, we can work with you and give you more skills, give you our signature curriculum that's going to help you get the next job. We want to set all of our interns up for that next level, right? So that is what makes T3IP really special. We are genuinely, really equipping interns with what they need. And it's something that I'm very passionate about, being an artist. This is a program that I wish I had for myself when I first started. And I wish I had a program that said, you know what, here is some money. I spent so much money when I first came to New York, taking classes and learning. Opportunities that wanted to pay me to learn, far few and in between, right? Sometimes those opportunities that were available to pay me, to pay people to learn, were only available to people who went to certain schools. And those were the schools that I didn't go to, right? And so that is why I created this program, so that it can be accessible to everyone, accessible and equitable to everyone. So if you feel it in your heart, feel free to share information about this program with those who you think could benefit from being in the program. Share it with your local universities or your nieces and your nephews, right? Send me your nieces and your nephews, okay? You want them to learn some skills that are fun, send them here. Have them come be in this program, okay? Your brothers and sisters, send them to this program if you want them to have a structured learning environment. That is something that I do so well. As you can see, I've created a whole program just to do that, right? And so if you're interested in making a donation, we have a lot of wonderful ways that you can donate. Like I said, any donation, there's no donation too small. It works. It helps, right? But then we have ways where maybe you are an alumni association for your college, right? Maybe you want to make sure that this opportunity is available for someone at your alma mater, and your alumni group wants to sponsor an intern, right? We can work that out, right? Send them here. As long as we get their spot funded, they will have entrance into this program. Maybe you are a part of a fraternity or a sorority and you really believe in having educational experiences for all. And you say, you know what? I want my chapter of my sorority or my chapter of my fraternity to sponsor an intern. You can do that. So that way it's not one person giving 4,000, but it is your whole group coming together to raise money to fund that intern spot in this program, an internship that is life changing, an internship program that doesn't just feed them, but teaches them how to fish so that they can go out and then teach others, so they can go out and get jobs, right? And create jobs. That has happened from those who have been in the T3IP internship program. Okay. So I want to thank you all so much. I'm so glad that I did this in under an hour today. But if you have any questions about the program, feel free to send me an email at info@tententalentacs.com. Or, like I said, go to my Instagram page and hit the you can hit the submit. And let me just show you guys how to get to the donation on my Instagram page, because maybe you cannot scan what's on my screen right now, but let me tell you how you can find it later. All right. You can find it right here on my Instagram page. Right here. You go to my Instagram page. We're going to go back to my link tree, right? But this time you're going to click the second link right here for donations. You click on that link and it's going to take you right here to Fractured Atlas, where you can make a donation. You can do a one-time donation or you can do a monthly donation. And although we have these amounts set up, feel free to make a different amount, whatever your heart desires. Okay. So I want to just thank you all so much for tuning in today. Thank you all who have been sending in your submission packages, asking questions, showing up to the lives. I just, like I said, this is a passion project for me. I really love it. I definitely feel like I am walking in my purpose here. This is what I was called to do. I'm simply answering the call and giving what has been given to me to share. And I've seen this program work for so many, and I'm so glad to be able to offer this program, but now to provide these stipends so we can really do even more work and really support those who want to learn. Okay. So that's my TED Talk for today. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the different ways that you can give. We have some really fun ways, and we can show you different ways that you can help to support the program. We'll go over each category to let you know the kinds of things that the categories will be working on, the types of projects you're going to be working on. We have so much in store for the interns for this upcoming cohort. I'm super excited. I'm probably going to work the hardest I've worked all year, I feel like, but I love it. It's what I love to do. So really, it's going to be like just playing really hard with some of my favorite people who are my T3IP interns. All right, everyone. So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I will be back tomorrow for day 6 of going live. But for today, 9 days left to submit your packages. If you're interested in being a part of Fall 2025 cohort, get those packages turned in by October 11th. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Bye for now.